Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Daily Blues. All the latest transfer rumours to do with Chelsea Football Club, and today we have a bit of a new development, something that is starting to make the rumour mill a little bit more than it was in the last few days. It is Jose Callejon, and obviously some of you may remember him from Real Madrid. And after Madrid, he obviously went off to Napoli, as you can judge by this image here in the Napoli shirt. That pose he might do in a Chelsea top. And the deal at the moment, where it seems like he could actually be making his way to Stamford Bridge, is actually in a swap deal. Now, a few of you are going to ask, who are we sending to Napoli? Who? Well, the Salah deal to Roma might not actually happen because Napoli have apparently offered Callejon as part of a deal to bring Salah to Napoli instead. And I would rather this happen than send him off to Roma, because in this case, we're getting a decent player, in a swap deal. Now, remember a couple of days ago, Mourinho said that he wouldn't mind a bit more pace on the wings, and that started a new rumor that we might actually go after a winger. This could actually be what he might have been talking about. We could actually get Callejon in. But again, it does, is he going to add another winger to the squad, or is he happy with all the wingers he has? Is he happy with the 5 wingers he's got? Does he want a bit more pace? Was he bluffing? We just don't know with Mourinho. We just don't know what he can say, what he thinks. We'd have no idea. He says one thing and does the complete opposite. And sometimes he says something and he actually does it. You just don't know what way he's going to go in. So I don't know how much of this to actually believe properly, but Callejon to Chelsea, I think would be good. If we're not going to get Pedro at the end of the day, and we're not going to spend that much money on Pedro, and we could offer Salah and get another player in, why not? I would. And someone like Callejon, 28 years old, plays as a winger, can play as a forward, is a bit versatile. He's not the youngest boy in the book, but he can offer us something. And Mourinho's talking about pace. Callejon can offer pace. So I think it would be a good addition, but it does depend how much game time is he going to get. I don't think he's going to play that much. You've got players like Cuadrado and Victor Moses that are here to prove themselves this season. They want to show that they have it, and they, especially someone like Victor Moses, and Mourinho's making him part of his plans. I don't think Callejon would actually get a lot of game time in that case, because Hazard and Willian are going to be the main two. And if he's going to play as a forward, who are you going to take off? I don't know. I just don't see any space in there for Callejon if he was to actually come. So I don't know. What do you think? Leave me your comments. Leave me your comments in the chat, and let me know if you think Callejon would be a good addition, or do you think there just wouldn't be any room? It wouldn't work out. Let's not get him, and let's get money instead for Mohamed Salah. Let me know. Another rumor, which this baffled me. This surprised me because I wasn't actually expecting this at one point. I really wasn't until this morning. I read it and I laughed. Aranguiz. Aranguiz is back in the news, and this time you got the Express, the Telegraph, and a couple of others who mentioning that we're actually going to go in for a bid and actually, try and wrap up a deal for Aranguiz. I don't know. I heard this the first time around, and I thought it was happening. And then Mourinho came out and said, we have 6 midfielders. There's no space for anyone else. I just don't see this happening. I don't. I really don't. I think this time I'm not going to get everyone hyped. I'm not going to say we're going to sign Aranguiz. It's paper talk, I think. Maybe the papers ran out of stories and they're trying to, sell some papers. So they thought, let's rehash some old information. I don't know. This would be a good addition, honestly. Aranguiz would be a good addition. It'd be someone to support Matic, It'd be someone to support the midfield should anything happen. But we've got 6 midfielders apparently, and no one's going, so we're not going to get him either. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this one. I think the Callejon deal is a lot more believable than Aranguiz at the moment. But if it does happen, as I said, you never know. If it does, great, great. I would totally have him, But I don't see it happening. I really don't see it happening. Leave me your thoughts. Would you have Aranguiz? Would you really take him? Or do you not want him? Do you think you're happy with Mikel? Ramirez, the others, Loftus-Cheek, are you happy with giving those guys games, or would you want Aranguiz? Let me know in the chat. Just before I get to your comments, a bit of extra news to give you. Mourinho signed a 4-year deal, and that will be officially confirmed really soon. John Terry has spoken about it and said it's fantastic news. He's spoken about Mourinho and what he brings to the club in a little interview. Check it out. Great interview. And yeah, so that's Mourinho. Mourinho, probably the biggest signing of the summer, you know. And apparently the vision is for him to stay for more than 10 years. That is the vision. So I cannot wait to see Chelsea in 10 years' time. I think we're going to be probably the most elite team in the world. I see us going in that direction. I really do. So yeah, let me know. Let me know, guys. Where do you see us in 10 years? Let's see your comments. Now, Chris said Chelsea should make a blue-colored vodka. Very Russian. Very Russian. I would totally go for it. Why not? I think that would be the most bought vodka in the world. Right, CJW11 says, do we really need him, though? That's about Callejon. Exactly. Do we really need him? That's the point. That is the point. Chris says, I'd rather like a player that plays in many positions. True, you know, the more versatile, the better. Rohit says, why are we not going for Fabio Contral? That's a good point. Now we need a left back. Why aren't we going for Contral? Maybe because he's not going to play so much. Maybe he's not going to be happy with that, you know. He's played under Mourinho before. We're not quite sure what side he was on. Was he on Mourinho's side at Madrid, or was he on Casillas's and Ramos's side? Because the team split and there was clans. Players were choosing either one of them. We don't know what side he was on. Maybe he doesn't get along. Guy hates the world. You're positive, mate. It says, I'm sorry, I'm 100% against this. I'm not surprised. If it's another average bench player, I would rather put a youth there instead. Good point. Good point. But as I said, we do need world-class depth. We do need good depth. Mourinho seems to trust the team, though, and he seems to trust our youth. So I can't say anything against that. Over to him. Over to him. Rohit says, if Remy was an Englishman, how much would he cost? 35 mil. Minimum. Minimum. If Andy Carroll can go for 35, Remy can go for 50. You know? Chris says, any more news about the centre-back position? At the moment, we're still waiting on John Stones. See what happens there. Apart from that, no, not really. Not really. Otamendi, nothing's happened with him at all. That might have been paper talk as well. But yeah, Guy Hates the World says, same goes for Aranguiz. If it's a part-time role, just give it to Loftus-Cheek. No need for average players blocking the way. I do, in a sense, agree with that, to be honest. I do, because I think our youth still, they have the potential. I'm just scared that they're going to get rushed through. We don't want that. We don't want that. Because we're blocking world-class potential. These players are players who have played at the highest youth level. They've won the UEFA Youth League. They're champions. They've won the cups. You know, now it's about getting them to develop into main first-team players, get them physically ready, because it's a completely different ball game. This isn't La Liga. This isn't Serie A. This is the Premier League. And in the Premier League, 38 games are 38 games. In Spain, you play against Getafe. You know you're going to win. You just know, so you can relax. When you're playing against Everton and your Stokes and even your Crystal Palaces, look what they've done. You know, 38 games are 38 games, and you cannot slip up in any of those 38 games. So physically, it takes a toll. Putting a youth player into that situation, he won't last. He won't last. So that's what I'm saying. The players need time to develop. In this country, youth need time to develop. Don't rush them through, because you'll burn them off. And that's what happens to all the English youth. They get burned off, and then they just plummet in form, and that's it. No more to be seen. You know, you have to be careful. You have to take 2 or 3 years to get them to develop physically into a first-team player. And then when they're ready, they can distribute their talent on the pitch at a first-team level. You know, that's what we want to do. We don't want to rush it. Loftus-Cheek, you know, Izzy Brown, Bamford, Christensen, Callas, all of these players have potential. They are youth players with a lot of talent, but they need time to develop physically. They need the time. So then when they come through, they're at the same level, they're at the same par, they can last, and they're ready. And then you can start giving them, you know, starting places. They can play each game every week. That's how. Mourinho is here to offer that. We're here to look for the long term. We're here to promote stability. And that is going to be, that will happen. The youth will come through, but I don't want them to burn out too quick. So we have to be careful. Yes, Loftus-Cheek is a talented player. I wouldn't play him too regularly, but I would play him definitely. So yeah, if it's about not rushing them and giving them a few games in the season, then yes, by all means, we should just give the youth a chance and not bring anyone else in. If the main first team, the first 11, can hold it really well physically, then yeah, by all means, give youth a chance. If not, we need some depth. So that's something only and only Mourinho would know. So let's leave it to him. Let's leave it to him. Kryptons says, "What? Wait, Mourinho is over 30. Why isn't he getting a year contract?" What? We know he's in his 50s, mate. Yeah. He is going to sign. He's a new 4-year deal with the vision of possibly more than 10 years. So yeah. Padraig says, Mikel is a Chelsea hero, but I feel we need to freshen up that position and get another top holding midfielder. Good point, but Mikel can hold it down. When we have to hold it down, he can hold it down, believe me. Guy Hates the World says, it's not about rushing them. I'm just saying it will block their way. When they are ready, someone else will sit on the bench and block the way. But that's what I'm saying. For now, that might be the case, and they might play a few games. But eventually, they will come through. They will come through. We're not looking to do what Arsenal do. And this is why they end up with no trophies for about 10 years. They thought too much about youth. And yes, youth came through. But it didn't bring them much. We have to be careful. We want to stay at the highest level, but we want to bring these players through as world-class players who are ready in the end. I'd rather sacrifice 2 or 3 years and then make sure they're world-class and they're ready for the next 15 years rather than bring them in now and then they burn out after 2 years. I don't want that. I'd rather give them time. So let's not do an Arsenal. Chris Follett says, remember John Terry? When did he start playing first-team football? Look at him now. Prime example, John Terry. He wasn't rushed through. He came from the academy. Very low. He started at 14 or so. He came from the academy. Very young. Learned from the best. Learned from Desailly. Learned from Frank Leboeuf. Was given a few games. Eventually, when Frank Leboeuf, that's it. Their time was over. John Terry had already gained enough experience with them from the games he's played to be able to step into the role. Now he's ready. And he's come on, and that's it. After that, he got the armband, and boom. He's become a legend. That's what we want to do with our youth of today. We don't want to rush them through now and say, yeah, here you are. You're playing against Barcelona today. Good luck. We don't want that. Jordan says, don't you think if we don't get a defensive mid and get someone who can bring goals for us on the right wing, then we practically haven't improved? This is where it gets a bit complicated. Yes, last season we had problems in that area, but Mourinho this year seems to be trusting Cuadrado, seems to be trusting Victor Moses, who play on the right, seems to be trusting Mikel, seems to be trusting Ramirez, who can play defensive mid. Maybe we've had the answer all along, but they just weren't ready. Maybe this year they're ready. Mourinho seems to be trusting them, so who knows? Maybe we have the answer to it. Jordan says, if we become complacent, then we jeopardize winning the league next year. Our bench is still quite weak. Moses, Traore, Loftus-Cheek. That's the thing. We can't be complacent. And I trust Mourinho. I trust him because he's the best in the world. If he says, and he's sure, that our bench and our depth of squad is good and he trusts them, then I'm sure he's not stupid and he can realize that there's something there. So yes, I think we should just leave it to him. He knows best, and we'll see how it plans out. We'll have a better idea of what our squad can do tonight against PSG. Tonight at 11 o'clock p.m. London time. That's GMT +1. Chelsea play against PSG. Tonight we will get a better idea of what our squad can offer because we're playing against top quality players tonight. So let's wait and see by the end of this preseason. Let's wait and see what we do in the Community Shield, and then we can make a judgment. If we need any more players, I'm sure Mourinho will dip into the market because there still will be time. So let's leave it to them. Devin says, do you think Chelsea can win the Champions League with the current squad? My head says no, and my heart says yes. My head says no because you look at Barca and Madrid and what the others can offer, and we're not quite there yet. In terms of depth, we're not there yet. The league, yes, but the Champions League, no. My heart says if we did it in 2012, we're possibly our weakest team we've had in years. Why can't we do it now with Mourinho and a better team, and we're champions? You know, it's a bit of both. But you know, in 2012 we needed luck, and we had luck, and it went our way, and our name was written in the stars, and it was a miracle. It was just meant to be. This time it might not be the case, so we have to work for it. You know, yeah. Damien says Remy is vital to our team, so underrated. I agree. Vincent says 60,000 stadium ticket prices should go down. That is the plan. Just to let you know, that is the plan for the new stadium. The plan is to bring the prices a bit down, not too much, but a bit down, because the capacity will increase. We will get more fans in, and yeah, hopefully they stick by their words. Chris says, well, my £20 bet says Chelsea wins the league. Fingers crossed. I'll bet more than that. I think we'd win it comfortably. Guy hates the world says, I trusted Moses. I mean, he crossed the Red Sea. Good point. I trust Moses too. He's what I like about Moses. He's homegrown, but I like his physicality. He's clearly got a presence, and for his physical nature, he's quite fast, and I do like that. I just hope he can adapt to a higher level and not disappoint. Fingers crossed. Padraig says, I'd be happy with Chelsea winning the league every 3 seasons. Sounds crazy, but given the tough competition throughout the whole league, every 3 seasons will do. Not every 3 seasons, no. We're not City. You know, we are looking to win back-to-back. And then after we win back-to-back, we're looking to keep winning back-to-back until when everyone gets bored, and we won't because we're winning. You know, we're looking to dominate. And not only English football, world football. We're looking to become elite. Your Barca's, your Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, we are looking to be the next team in that group and possibly better than them. That's the vision. So to do that, you have to dominate your league. And I don't think anyone's won their league, you know, 3 or 4 years in a row in quite a long time. You know, possibly Real Madrid or Man United have probably done that. No one else. You know, it's hard, but we can do it. McConnor 8 says, Callejon won't happen because Salah is going to Roma. Aranguiz, I don't think, would help the team much. We have a lot of midfielders already, and he would only come if another midfielder left. I agree. Callejon, the thing with Callejon is apparently Napoli have swooped in. Yes, Roma are looking to get him, to get Salah, but apparently Napoli have swooped in. They said, give us Salah, here's Callejon, you can have him. So let's wait and see what happens in terms of news, but that is the latest. Chris says, well, Moses got his number, so guess he's trusted. He is. Damien says, what manager would you like if Mourinho left? No one. Me. No, if Mourinho left, there's no one to replace him. You can't replace Jose. At Chelsea, you can't. Mourinho and Chelsea and Mourinho, it's like United and Alex Ferguson. It's like, you know, Crystal Palace and Pardew. It's a match made in heaven. You can't replace Jose. And when Mourinho does leave, I think John Terry will be the next boss. That's who I'd want. But there we are, guys. That's all your comments. I have to end it at the moment. Sorry about the early start today. I have to go and work. I'm doing a night shift today. How about that? Hashtag night shift, you know, depression or something. But hey, that's why today is 4:30. Tomorrow we'll be back to 8 p.m. and tomorrow I will review the game of the PSG friendly that's on tonight. That will come tomorrow. Just to let you know, a video concerning financial fair play has been put up earlier on. The video before this is myself, Tony, and Louis discussing financial fair play. Is it fair that we comply with financial fair play and everyone else, like City and PSG, just don't give a damn? Is it fair? Do you agree with FFP? Watch the video and leave your comments. Thank you for all watching Daily Blues today. Leave us your thoughts in the comment section below after this goes off the air. Be sure to leave all your comments. Follow social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All the links are in the description. Thank you for watching once again, and I'll all see you tomorrow for another edition of Daily Blues and the match review. So good luck to us tonight. I hope we beat PSG. Blue is the colour, and let's not get battered. Fingers crossed. Take care.